Hey guys, so welcome to this video. So today we will kind of discuss the permanent users and users in general in Radius Desk. So I mean permanent users are like users that will be as name implies, permanent in your system. So I mean they don't have expiry date, they don't have, of course you can attach plans to them, of course give them data cap and data limits and bundles, and you can, of course you can create pretty much advanced stuff. So I mean imagine you have in your environment where you have users, and then the users are also part of the system, and you need to give them properties and kind of give them um, some kind of access rules and controls, and of course you can control them the way you will control a big telco will control its clients or subscribers. So of course another use case would be, imagine a university where you have students, and then the students will be running a 4-year course. So you would want to create, give them vouchers, of course, except if it's commercial model, but you want to give them, you want to make them permanent users that will be available, and of course will have to expire at a particular time. So in this case, will be a 4-year period and all. All right, so Radius Desk allows you to do that. Of course, we're just going to go ahead and log in, and okay, so once you logged in here, of course you can just reach for the permanent users right from the desktop, or you can just click and then click on permanent users. So any one of them will be kind of just be fine. All right, so you can see that we already have an existing uh, permanent user, and you can see, of course, he has been attached to a profile which we created in the previous video, and of course a rim, right? So of course we're just going to use the default resident in realm. Of course we're going to be doing follow-up videos just to kind of walk you through creating realms and all that. So of course we can create this user in the default resident in realm. All right, so to do that we click on add, and I'm still going to create this as a logged in user. And of course here what we see is the form that we use to create the user details. So I'm just going to create this user with a password of login, just to give it a test. And we need to attach this user to a rim. We have two rims here, we have the holiday inn and the resident inn. I'm just going to attach him to the resident inn here. For profile, we already created a 10 MB data plan, so we make sure it's part of that, and the cap type is hard. We click next, and you can see that this user was created successfully, right? Of course you can test this user, so this brings up the Radius client. So if you click on test and everything goes successfully, you should be able to get this green reply attribute. So you can see everything we set in the previous video. We have a limit of 10 MB or 10 megabytes. We have an idle timeout of 15 minutes and an account polling interval of 1 minute. So hopefully yeah, so you can see that these current permanent users are actually pretty much painless. Of course what this allows you to do, not just those things we saw, of course you can go ahead and kind of change the person's password or enable and disable the account. You can see here it's active, so we can disable it so that this person can't log in. Of course we can go ahead and edit this user's details. So you can see here in the personal info tab, you can give this person if a name. So right, so this person speaks English. Of course we can go ahead and add a phone number. This is just some sample details, so don't try calling this number. And of course an email address, so let's go ahead and put my email address. And of course we can say somewhere in Nevada. All right, somewhere in Nigeria. All right, so you can click on the save button here to save kind of incremental changes. If you click on devices here, of course you can see that this person can have a couple of devices attached to his profile. Of course details like private attributes, so you can see the private attributes are exactly part of what we added to him. Of course we can add additional attributes, which is specific, as the name implies, private, meaning we can add additional attributes in addition to what we already have in the previous profile. Of course we have tracking. We want to track this person's authentication details and of course the accounting details. So let's try this up. Save. So authentication data, at the moment this person has not logged in, so we don't have any details here, but you can see like how much control you have permanent users. And of course, you can go ahead and allow this person to log into your system and kind of have access to this, but while being restricted to all the profile components settings that we did on the 10 MB data plan. All right, so this video is actually just short, just showing you how to create permanent users. The next one, we're just going to show you how to create the residence in or the realm. Of course, if you want to kind of modify the realm, and of course create your own realm, of course. All right, so hopefully this has been informative, and see you in the next video. Thanks a lot.